Summary of Thought Forms by Annie Besant and Charles Webster Leadbeater by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Published in 1901, Theosophist Annie Besant and Charles Webster Leadbeater's book Thought Forms is an illuminating work that explores the intricate nature of human thought and its effects on the world around us. In their book, Besant and Leadbeater argue, as does Prentice Mulford in his book Thoughts Are Things, that human thought has a profound influence on the energy fields that surround us, shaping the reality we experience. Besant and Leadbeater take this idea further in arguing that thought forms can have a tangible effect on the physical world. They suggest that positive thought forms can be used to bring about positive change in the world by focusing energy and intention on a specific outcome. For example, a group of people could create a positive thought form aimed at bringing about world peace, and this thought form could then be projected out into the world with the intention of creating the desired outcome. The authors explain how thought forms are created through the power of mental imagery, emotions and vibrations. These thought forms take shape on the mental and astral emotional plane of nature. The level of mixing thought material between the mental and astral emotional manifestation depends on the nature of the thought, with some thoughts being entirely emotional and some strictly of a rational, analytical, mental nature. According to the authors, this thought material is not visible to the naked eye, but can be perceived through psychic or clairvoyant abilities. Besant and Leadbeater here describe thoughts not just as things, but as being similar to living entities or elementals. All students of the occult are acquainted with the idea of the elemental essence, that strange half-intelligent life which surrounds us in all directions, vivifying the matter of the mental and astral planes. This matter, thus animated, responds very readily to the influence of human thought, and every impulse sent out either from the mental body or from the astral body of man immediately clothes itself in a temporary vehicle of this vitalized matter. Such a thought or impulse becomes for a time a kind of living creature, the thought force being the soul and the vivified matter the body. The book then goes on to describe various types of thought forms, such as those created by fear, anger, love and other emotions. Negative emotions, such as fear and anger, create thought forms that are dark and dense, while positive emotions, such as love and compassion, create lighter and more vibrant forms. They also describe these forms as having colours and shapes that correspond to the nature of the thought that gave rise to them. For example, a thought of anger might create a red, jagged form, while a thought of love might create a soft, pink form. One of the most interesting sections of the book is its discussion of thought forms created through visual imagery. Besant and Leadbeater argue that when we visualize an object or situation, we create a thought form that has the potential to manifest in physical reality. They give the example of an artist who visualizes a painting before creating it, and how the thought forms created by that visualization can influence the final product. The authors also explore the role of thought forms in the creation of religious and spiritual symbols. They argue that symbols such as the cross or the lotus flower are not just mere representations, but are thought forms that have been created and given power through the collective consciousness of those who believe in them. The authors discuss also the potential dangers of thought forms. They argue that negative thought forms, such as those created by fear and anger, can manifest as physical illness or even natural disasters. They caution readers to be mindful of the thoughts and emotions they cultivate, and to strive to create positive thought forms to shape a better world. Overall, Thought Forms is a thought-provoking book that challenges readers to think more deeply about the power of their thoughts and emotions. It offers insights into the nature of reality and the role of consciousness in shaping our experiences. Anyone interested in the connection between mind and matter would find Thought Forms to be an enlightening read.